Hi everyone, I'm Wilma Haerkens, and today we're going to talk about when's the right time to do something. So I've got a special guest to introduce. Gladys. So Gladys has decided to get my book, and I'm very excited about that. She's going to get her copy of Anew You Style Journal. What I wanted to say first and foremost, or ask Gladys, is Gladys and I have known each other, Gladys, since the 80s at some time.
Yes.
We've known each other a long time. Our book was published quite some time ago, and it's not until now that you've decided to purchase a book. And of course, another thing that I wanted to mention is we do have a group that we have on Facebook, so and it's for the readers only. But what I wanted to ask you, Gladys, is maybe you could share, why now?
Why now? That's a good question. I've just decided it's time to take action and move forward.
I love that. That is so, I mean, really, that's mainly what my message is when I'm working with people, is to continuously help them to move forward. And it's, as a stylist, it's, through their makeovers and their wardrobes, but it's more than that in my book. It's a lot more. Now you want to move forward, so now you feel that the book is there, and I feel that when you're ready to make the next step, the teacher is there, right? Okay. So now you're taking that step, and I'm really excited for you. And so there's one thing that people tend to not do. So Gladys is just getting her book today. She doesn't even know really what's in the book. Have you had a chance to
No, I haven't looked at it.
Just other things that that you might have seen on Facebook or whatever. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting because as much as we've stayed in touch, she hasn't actually seen the contents of the book. So just to give you an idea, what it is every month you're focusing on one area. So January is about decluttering, February is about finding things to love about yourself. And it is a journal, so you're actually writing in your book. So each month you're going to be you're instructed, and you're going to be writing things into your book. So one of the things that I have discovered, and I'm going to, talk to Gladys about this right now. So Gladys, one of the things that you have is your commitment page. So this is where you sign in and you commit. So you actually put the date down, put your name down, and then you can, in this little box here, just show the audience, you can actually put a picture. So before you leave, I'm going to take a picture of you, and you can use one that you already have, or you can use the one, and I will, send it to you so you can get it printed. So you can add that. But one of the things that I find is, and I want to find out from you, so now you know that you're supposed to sign into the book.
Right.
Now, what I have found is a lot of readers end up waiting for that ideal time. They just sit there and they wait for they're like, I can't sign in yet. I'm not ready to make that. Are you at that point? Do you think that you can, I see you're thinking about it. So do you see what I mean?
Yes.
People wait for the ideal time and I know Gladys pretty well. So Gladys is very meticulous, and she's very thorough. She likes to have everything done a certain, perfectly, right?
Right.
Have I got that right?
Oh,
okay.
yes.
But one of the most important things that I really want to instill on people is to get the book and not wait for that ideal time to start it. So right now you're doing 0%. Well, you might be doing things that are, you'll find in the book, but you're going to be doing a little bit more than you did yesterday. So the goal is not to get 100%. The goal is to move forward. So be gentle on ourselves is the main message, right? Is to not be so, we can be hard on ourselves. So we don't want to be hard on ourselves. We want to be gentle. So each month you're focusing on a different area, and different areas are going to trigger and be harder for people, and somebody over here is going to say, oh, that was a cakewalk. I mean, I had no problem finding 28 things to love about myself. That was really easy. But other people, it's like, whoa, that is a major, major challenge. So, I mean, I know you well enough. I'm not going to expose. You may want to expose it yourself. We may want to do another interview later on. But there's one area that I want you to point out. And I point it out to everybody. And it's the month of December. So in the month of December, you're actually focusing on the next year. So, it doesn't have to be a calendar year. It doesn't have to be January, 2018, January to December. It's just think of it a year from when you do it. Right. And I find December is a really busy month anyways. So why not get started right away? So I kind of get people to kind of, dig into December right away because it's about setting goals for yourself. So we just talked and there's some goals. So maybe Gladys might want to share. The first part is taking chunks. So you're taking the next 3 months. So would you like to share something that you might think of that you would like to see done in 3 months?
Decluttering my house.
Okay, so
and
that's
just
good.
Take a room, I guess, at a time.
Yes, I was
better.
just going to say yes. Perfect.
Yes.
Set
up a guest bedroom is what I need to focus on.
Okay, so Gladys's goal is to get this room done, and you can mark a number of different things, but always take it into bite sizes. So, even when you're taking like a room, right? So somebody that's already, has a decluttered room might find, oh, that's really easy because I just have to clean this closet out, right, or I have to just clean this dresser out. For other people, it may be bigger than that. So take it in bite sizes. So do you know where I'm going with this? So in other words, when you're doing that first quarter,
right? Okay,
focus on that bedroom. Now, walk into the bedroom with me. Like, I don't see it because I don't know your particular room, but walk into the bedroom and find an area in that bedroom that you can focus on first. What would be the first? Is it a dresser? Is it one dresser drawer? Is it a nightstand? And think of a small area that isn't overwhelming, that you're going to be like pulling yourself back and not getting it done. So think of bite sizes.
I've got a bookcase that I would start with.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes, there's lots of extraneous stuff, and that's where I think I will start.
That's awesome. So can you see that first, if you said the room, how it can be overpowering, right? So now you just focus in even a little tighter to the bookshelf. How many shelves are on your bookshelf?
3.
Okay. So you may want to even break that down so that you get to a point, you may have different, are you going to keep the bookshelf number 1 in the room?
Yes.
It's going to stay. Okay. So what you're going to do is get stuff that doesn't belong on the bookshelf and get it out. Okay. So that the bookshelf ends up just being
a bookshelf.
A bookshelf with the books that you want on that bookshelf.
That's right.
And whatever, accessories or whatever that might be, to make it look beautiful or whatever. That sounds good. Does that help?
It does.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
So anytime you're doing something, when we're stepping out of our comfort zone, it's uncomfortable, right? So, but you want to be enthusiastic. You want to feel like, wow, I did good today. So even if you start with that quarter, which you'll see in the book, and you might have that first 3 months, you might have first shelf of your bookshelf,
Okay.
right? Second shelf. Or you could have removing anything that's not going to be on the bookshelf. Just keeping, put it into bite sizes that works for you. I don't know, but take it and do it so that it's really small little bite sizes that whenever you're doing it, you can look at that and go, wow, right? And if you get it done in a less time, you're just going to add more things to do.
Right.
But everything that you're doing is being excited about doing it. So you don't want to end up feeling like beat up that you didn't get what you wanted to get done.
Okay.
So you're taking, you go home and then look at your bookshelf and go, oh, okay, I need to even break it down even more. You decide what it is.
Right.
And then in 3 months, maybe we'll have a little sit down. But what I'd love for you to do is to take a picture of your bookshelf when you go home.
Okay.
And you can share it or not share it. You'll decide, right? And then in 3 months, we're going to have a little sit down and we're going to see how you're doing.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to add or share?
I guess I have to always tell myself, take small steps. Small steps, like a turtle, will win the race.
Oh, I love that one. I really love that one. Yes. And the other one that I heard years ago, and I thought that was really cool. So the thing was, how do you eat an elephant?
Right.
One bite at a time. I think we were both at that same meeting or something that was going on. Sometimes we look at the big thing and we focus on that. And then when we're not getting something done, we get frustrated and we get down on ourselves. So we have to turn that around and keep thinking positive. And that's really what it's all about. So every step in your journey, I'll be there on Facebook.
Okay.
And we'll have some live feeds and you'll be able to give feedback. But remember, take that picture and it'll be up to you whether we share it or not. That'll be totally. And even when you're going through steps, take some pictures and we look forward to seeing that.
And I guess by writing things down, it makes it more concrete.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Gladys. And really that's why the book is a journal.
Right.
Because we know that when we put things down, it's like you're taking it out of your head and you're putting it down on a piece of paper. So it's decluttering the mind, right? It's like I don't need to think about this all the time.
True.
I need to get these things. I want to get these things done, but I don't need to be thinking about it anymore.
Right.
So and that's what it's about. So that's why I say it's not important that you get it 100% right. Don't even go there. Don't even worry about that. Worry about doing a little bit.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So anything else you'd like to share with the audience?
I think that's good for a start.
Good for a start. Do you feel motivated to take your first step?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Definitely.
And we're at the end of October, so it's October 30th. So this is like a cool time because November is about it's about stepping up your style.
Okay.
So we won't go into that, but we'll post that on Facebook. So
okay.
All right. So if you enjoyed this video, please give us the thumbs up, right? And please subscribe and you'll get more. Bye for now. No, we didn't need to do that. I have known each other for... Okay, let's stop that.
Thank you for watching. I would like to thank my guest. Thank you, Gladys, for joining me. And thank you for sharing your picture with us. That was really awesome. So thank you for doing that. If you enjoyed this video, please give us the thumbs up and share it. I would love to hear from you too. So please leave a comment below. Let me know if Gladys and I have inspired you. I'm sure Gladys would love to hear some of your words of encouragement.